YouTube. www.youtube.com refused to connect. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do right there. All right. Let me see if I can pull up the chat real quick right here. And I hate how it's got me looking backwards. Reverse. I might not even, y'all might not get a, nobody may get a notification because, Jaguar, right, coming on. Nobody can, might be able to get a notification because I think YouTube only gives out a few notifications a day. So I've just seen y'all like, hold on, I have to pull up the chat on here. All right, so I might be talking to myself because notifications are not a thing, I think, after the third video has played. So I saw so many questions in the comment section today. I guess it was the Evil Eye video that played today. So I guess I got a lot of questions. I was just seeing if anybody wanted to pop in here and chat for a second. Hi, Caleb. I'm doing fine. It's like the quiet, literally the quiet before the storm. Have my food marinating right now because I'm about to cook a nice warm meal and just pretend like we don't have a hurricane coming tomorrow, you know? As long as it's not like a disruptive one where it changes the course of our whole lives, hurricanes can be a little peaceful time that people get a day off of work. Now, the kids were supposed to just have Wednesday off. Now they also have Thursday off because of the lateness of when the hurricane is going to hit tomorrow. But if it's not disruptive, it's some days off of school, days off of work to clean your home, relax. My house is already clean, it's fresh clean. It just feels so cozy, so nice, making a warm, nice homemade meal today and just relaxing. I got a lot of videos done today for the rest of the week, just in case the power goes out. And I'll be going out of town anyways. So I wanted to pre-record some videos for you guys so I really truly can relax until tomorrow. I'm going to do some video readings that people have purchased. And if you guys would like if anybody would like to purchase a 30-minute video reading, that is still an option. I'll be doing those all day tomorrow since I got videos done for the channel today. I saw a lot of questions. I said I would pop back on here from this morning to answer some manifestation questions, but I also saw some questions from the Evil Eye video. I guess I talk so fast, and if you don't know what I'm saying, it's hard to understand what I said. So one of the things, let's start with Florida water, because this is just such something that I grew up around. So when I see people in the comment section who ask, well, what is Florida water? It kind of just like it's a culture thing. In Louisiana, Florida water, we use this when our kids play soccer outside during the summertime or hot spring times. We put this in a bucket of ice water and put a towel in it, and we cool our children off. Like, that's how common it is. People use this for spiritual practices and everything else, but it is what I thought was a universal thing that can also be used to relax you. It's used for fevers, if you have a fever, which is why we use it on our children when they're playing outside to cool them off, because it cools you off very quickly. This could be put in a spray bottle, which I recommend. I just keep it here because I just dump it on me. But I would recommend, once you get it, put it in a spray bottle, put a little, buy those dollar spray bottles, and you can have a few of them. Keep one in your car. You had a bad day at work, spray your car, to get that energy off of you. You can spray this on your pillow before you go to sleep to have a nice, restful, nice relaxation. Florida water could be used for anxiety. Obviously I'm not a doctor, but it could be used for anxiety, to kind of relieve some stress and tension. But it also is used for spiritual cleansing. People use this in their home because it smells really good. You can put it in your mop water. And you also get a fresh scent, and you get an actual cleansed home of negative energy. So it is just a great thing to keep in the home. They sell this at Walgreens, Winn-Dixie, Walmart. I mean, here where I live in Louisiana, so the voodoo, country, state, whatever. So I don't know if that's a reason. Some people, I hear a lot of people in Florida, they have these a lot of places as well. That's somewhere I heard as well. But I've seen them in gas stations. I see these everywhere because I live in Louisiana. But if you have never heard of them, which quite a few people have not, because I see in the comment section, this is Florida water. Okay. This is what it looks like. The light is kind of, but I'm almost out. It's a light mint greenish color. That's how you can tell it's authentic. It's like, I don't know, you can't see it from here, but it's like this color. It's like this color, but transparent, translucent. Okay. Yeah, that's why I came here, because I saw a lot of people actually asking that. So Florida water, get it, keep it. Get it, keep it in your house, right? Your kids have a fever, go to the Florida water, put some cold water, put the Florida water on there. It'll reduce the fever very quickly. Obviously, that is not a long-term thing, but if you want to just cool your child off, that works pretty quickly. And it has just a lot of uses, and you can look it up on Google. One of the things that I mentioned was hyssop. Okay. Hyssop. I do believe hyssop is in the Bible. I'm not sure. But it is used for cleansing, purification, and putting good energy back on you. There's some other uses for hyssop as well. I think like connecting to spirits. I'm just going to show you. I keep this. This is like where I get it from. It's for $2.20 for an ounce. Very cheap. But this is what it looks like. I don't want to hold it up. But this is what it looks like. It's an herb. Okay. It's just an herb. And there's a lot of uses for hyssop. One being purification, cleansing. It could ward off evil spirits as well. And that's what I was talking about. Also, rue. And actually, let me just give you clear understanding here. I see a what do you call it? A ad just came up. Okay. Yeah, it could be used. I'm seeing here, could sometimes be used for exorcism, cleansing, speaking to the dead. I use it for cleansing purposes. All right. Can you guys still hear me? Can you still hear me? All right. But what I was saying in the video, so that's hyssop, and it's spelled, it's probably choppy because I don't know if it's your end or my end, Lisa, because actually YouTube put something out earlier today that said that there was something going on. So I don't know if it's just everything, all of the systems, but I know I have a hurricane coming. So that could be it. It's not too bad outside. So I don't know. It could be all of ours. Somebody said to exit out of the YouTube app and then come back in and try that if it's choppy. Okay. But hyssop is spelled Hyssop. Okay. Hyssop. And you can look that all up. The other herb that I have is agrimony. Okay. Agrimony. This is a very powerful herb as well. This is kind of like, and you can get agrimony as a plant. Kind of looks the same. Right, because it's just dried. It's a dried up herb. You can get agrimony as a plant and keep it on your ancestor altar for protection, and you can use the actual plant or leaves or break it off that way, or you can get it this way and put it in candles. And I like to get it this way because I can put it in tea bags or straight in the pot and boil it. Boil it in the water and then use that for your mop water or use that for your spiritual bath. Now, agrimony is kind of like a return to sender herb. Like if there's actual spell work, magic, or any type of thing that you know is being sent to you, curses, hexes, it will stop it, break it in its tracks, and then send it back to the sender. Okay, so that's why you would use agrimony, and if you want to use those together, you can. But and then also the other one that I said was rue, and or ruta. That is a protective, protection herb and cleansing as well. If you have any negative energy, specifically evil eye too, that is what I was referring to. Hyssop, rue, and the agrimony. That's what I was saying. If you wanted to put that in a pot of water, boil that and keep it, like make a big thing of it. And so when you mop your floors or when you're cleaning your house or your spiritual spaces, you can use that to cleanse everything. And you can also put it in a bath for you to cleanse your bath, or you cleanse yourself if you're feeling, strongly attacked in some way, strong psychic attacks, spiritual attacks, negative energy. Another thing that I said in there is I keep a little container of coconut oil in my shower. I keep it in my shower. I have a little thing in my son's bathroom as well. And then you can just get some sea salt. People always ask what kind of salt. You can use Himalayan salt. You can use whatever that you feel. I don't think you would use table salt, but something that is natural. Salt is purifying. Salt is cleansing. It doesn't matter what kind you use as long as it's real salt, period. Okay. And I put that in there. That's kind of like why I'm glowy. I'm like, because if you see the videos that I recorded earlier, I was not this glowy. I really feel like it's the sea salt and the coconut oil that cleansed me right on up. But that is you feeling low vibrational. You feel like you have something heavy on you. Salt. At the end of the day, if you don't have anything else, salt. Okay, that is age old. It never fails. Real salt is very purifying. If you don't have anything else, put that in a bath and cleanse yourself off. But coconut oil, anything with coconut water, coconut milk, I use that for spiritual baths as well. Coconut is protective. It is very protective and cleansing as well. And it smells good. So real coconut oil, real anything coconut. But earlier today I was talking and somebody asked me to explain about the manifestation technique where I write the letter. We always revisit this every year because I do a candle for the collective, and I always talk about how I manifested my channel. Now I always say this. I use this letter technique. I learned it from a Neville Goddard practice, and I can't remember the exact story. Oh, I think it was in one of his seminars where he was telling a grandmother, and I think the grandmother hadn't spoken to her grandchildren in a while because she was at odds with the daughter-in-law. And he told her to write a letter. And I believe it was to, I don't know, a friend or someone here. I got to look at the story again. But stating how whatever had happened between her and the daughter-in-law had been resolved. She's seeing her grandkids again. Everything is great to her future self or to a future person. And I always recommend you guys you can write it to me. You can write it to someone that you would be sending a letter to, or somebody that you would be telling that everything is going good in your life. And I remember in the story, I think it took about 3 days of her reading that letter every night. And then however it happened, the circumstances played out, it was resolved between her and the daughter-in-law, and she was able to see her grandchildren again and restore that relationship. So whenever you guys do that for yourself, write a letter to someone who would be happy for you about your changed circumstances. And as you're writing this letter, you're speaking as if those things that you want to be manifested are true right now in the present moment. So you're writing it from the present tense. And be very descriptive. And I always say one of the things that really stood out to me when I read my letter back, when things have manifested, at the time, I was like, oh, I just wanted 5,000 subscribers, just because that was just so huge to me. And something that I also said that stuck out to me was I wanted my comment section to be very positive, uplifting. People help each other in the comments. There's no negativity. Like a soul tribe. That's how I wanted this channel to be. And, here we are, so that's why I always say, get specific about what you ask for. Because if you know everything that you write or you manifest is, I'm looking down because I'm looking at the chat. But if you know that anything that you write down will manifest, why not get specific? Why not ask exactly what you want? And I would read that. And I tell you this, people always ask, well, how long to read the letter? Read the letter until you feel that it is done. Okay, that's the point of it. I remember for me, my goal was to read the letter for 21 days. I don't think I made it all the way to 21 days, or if I did, I had skipped some days. And by the time I had finished with that process, or when I found the letter, because I think I just forgot about it or put it up somewhere or it fell somewhere. And when it fell, I finally found it underneath my bed and I put it in my manifestation box. When I found or stumbled across that letter again, the paper was so soft from me opening it and reading it every night. It was so worn down. But the thing is, don't beat yourself up too much about consistency, right? I mean, or every single day is not just consistency. You can read the letter for 3, 4, 5 days, skip 2 days, go back to it, right? Don't beat yourself up about it having to be every single day, because the thing is, everything, as long as you continue, it will gain momentum. That's the point, okay? As long as you continue, it will gain momentum. And I would shoot for like 21 days. And if you don't, it's okay. Because I feel that if you lose the letter or something happens, it's probably already done. It's probably already done. Nothing ever happens by, accident. So yeah, I would say get specific and rewrite it if you need to rewrite it, right? And you forgot something. Oh, that's very divine. Hello, Helen. That is very divine. So yeah, I would just say, something else somebody asked. Oh, the state akin to sleep. I saw somebody else in the comment section. If they come back, I don't know if they're in this comment section, but if they come back and watch. But I was saying earlier this morning about picking an imaginal act, a scene that states or that shows whatever your manifestation is, it's completed, right? If you're wanting to manifest a lover or being married, right? Jump to the end. Now, if it's about the wedding for you, then, visualize the wedding. But if you're happily married, I would even jump further than that, 10-year wedding anniversary or something like that. A scene of that particular moment, 15 seconds, no longer than that, something that you can loop, right? Maybe you can be telling your husband or your wife, I'm so happy that the last 10 years have been so magical between us. I can't wait for the next 10 years, whatever, right? And you're visualizing that over and over and over again. And you just fall asleep. That's it. Somebody asked in the comment section to explain that, but that's it. If you have questions after that, you're overcomplicating it. That's another thing about manifestation, is that we as humans overcomplicate it, because that's why it has turned into a whole niche of how to manifest because it's just so overcomplicated. It is just so overcomplicated. You want something, you decide what you want, right? You believe you can have it, and then you'll have it, right? You'll work towards it or whatever, however you go about getting it. And that's pretty much it. Visualization, daydreaming. You hear a lot of celebrities and stars say they dreamed about this day, they visualized this day, or they always knew this would happen. That's something that I do that I feel is very powerful. I've done that with cars before. I'm like, I'm gonna get that car. Sure enough, something just lines up and then it happens. So yeah, just don't overcomplicate it. Even if you're not even falling asleep, if you're daydreaming, that's another question I got, and you're laying on your couch, daydream, get drowsy and just daydream, right? I would stay consistent about the scene, though. If you want that thing to absolutely manifest, don't go all over the place. But thank you. It's actually a one piece. It's actually a jumpsuit. And I have fuzzy socks on. I am cozy. We are in here waiting for Hurricane Francine to come through. She is going to hit us directly. So I'm just relaxing until tomorrow, until we see what we have. Until we see what we have. You never really know with these hurricanes. I've been here so long. I think the worst one I've ever experienced here, I wasn't here for Katrina, I was in Virginia. But one of the worst ones that I experience here. I was pregnant in 2012. I can't remember which hurricane that was, but I was pregnant and the power went out for like a week. And we just thugged it out in the house with like 10 people. And it was just, But yeah. So you never really know what's gonna happen until it happens with these hurricanes. Tomorrow it could just be like a twig blowing by and that's it, Or they could say it's a category 1, 2, and it turns into something else. So, but thank you guys so much. So yeah, Florida water. So was I, Wanda. So was I. But some people have it, and I would love to introduce this to you if you have not been raised with it, because it's something great to keep in your house. When you research all of the uses, right, you'll be amazed. So, and it's very purifying. It's very cleansing. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. I just wanted to jump on here and answer any questions. If you guys don't have any other questions, then that's that. All right, I'm gonna go get to cooking and relaxing. Okay. Hi, Niam. Hello, everyone. Hey, Davey. Hello. Hello. So I just wanted to come on here and answer any questions. If you guys are just tuning in, you can rewind and check out some of the herbs that I've shown. I thought I had rue on me, but I use that one quite a lot, so I might have run out. All right, but that's what I have for you guys. Take care.